Hello from the Baden Inn Golf Club in beautiful Baden, North Carolina. My name is Nick Jacoby. I'm the PGA head golf professional here at the Baden Inn Golf Club. Today I want to talk about putting. As most of you guys probably know, when you go out and play 9 or 18 holes around a golf, the club you're going to use most is the putter. The average male shoots 98 on 18 holes. Of those 98 shots, roughly 40 to 45 of them are going to be with one golf club. That is your putter. So today I want to hopefully give you some tips and some pointers to help improve your putting. First off, let's talk about grip. Now, putting is one thing where there's really a lot of variables as far as what you want to do, how you want to achieve it. There's many different ways to hold the golf club. There's no right or wrong way. You have to find what's best for you. Arnold Palmer is famous for quoting saying, if I had to start over again, I would go left hand low. People call this cross hand. It's actually left hand low for us righties. So you have to find what works for you. The way I grip it is very similar to how I hold a regular golf club. The only difference is I extend my right index finger down the grip like that. So that is how I do it. Not that it's right or wrong, you just gotta find what works for you. But a couple things you want to try to accomplish in order to be a good putter. First thing is, at impact, our goal is, just like we talked about at impact with any golf club, at impact, we want the shaft leaning forward, okay? So our wrists are not broken at impact. If we do this motion, which is a broken wrist, it's gonna make us very inconsistent, add loft to the putter. So, first things first. You wanna practice a couple motions. If you're not set on your grip, mess around with the grip. Try left hand low for us righties, which would be the opposite for lefties. What this does is it helps eliminate the wrist break. So the whole key is trying to limit the amount of wrist action we have going in the putting stroke, okay? So, a couple practice strokes here. Notice that I start with the putter leaning slightly forward, the shaft's leaning towards my target slightly. My goal is to not have my wrist break. A good way to focus on this is just by rocking your shoulders during your stroke. We all know that our hands are attached to our arms are attached to our shoulders. You can easily just move your wrist, which will just move your wrist or your arms and not move your shoulders. But by focusing on just rocking our shoulders like this, you notice that everything moves together, not independently, they all move together. So it's a good thought to work on, is focus on just rocking your shoulders and try to eliminate the amount of wrist action. Depending on the speed of greens you normally play. The greens here at Baden might be slightly slower than average, so you actually have to hit a little harder, so you might end up having a little wrist bend. But to eliminate that, just take a longer stroke. Our goal is to limit the amount of action we have with our wrists, okay? So I want to show you a couple drills that will possibly help you with this. All you need for these drills is something simple. You need 2 tees, a golf club, and a couple golf balls. The first drill is with 2 tees. You set up 2 tees that are just wider than the width of your putter. Okay, once you have that set up, you want to set up pretty close to the hole. Practice this with about a 2 to 3 foot putt. Then set the ball down just in front of the 2 tees in the middle. Then you go ahead and set up, and the goal is to go ahead and putt without the putter hitting the tees. Okay, this is a drill that Tiger Woods does all the time. All right, once you get good at that, you can actually challenge yourself and do it one-handed. Okay, so go ahead and set up normal like you would. And for us righties, I would challenge you to take your left hand off and just try this motion with one hand. Very good technique to work on. Next drill, just grab one of your golf clubs, find a putt that's halfway straight, set the club down running parallel to our target, and put the ball about the middle of the shaft, just far enough where the ball sets up in the middle of the club face where your putter lays pretty much right next to the shaft on the ground. From there, we want to putt by not hitting the shaft that's on the ground, okay? Notice, when I'm done, I hold my finish. The last piece of the puzzle I want to talk about, all the good putters on tour, if you watch golf, whether it be guys or girls on TV, they hold their finish. So the last piece of the puzzle I really want you to focus on is once you work on rocking your shoulders and limiting the amount of wrist action, hold your finish on the follow through. Okay? Hold your finish until the ball is past the hole. Something like this. Notice that limits the wrist action. Try those tips at home. Hopefully that'll help you out. Again, thank you for visiting jacobygolf.com. Please come back and see us next week for our next tip. Thank you.